how do I drive and what happens with the vehicle, how does it work. Get in, let me show you, let me take you for a quick spin around. We needed to make a plan to check for the levels, if we have enough fall, if we have enough slope, if we have a big enough gradient for the waste pipes. So normally what you would do is you would use a dumpy level, which you would set up on this side, set up on that side, get both heights, and then you're able to work out a gradient of fall that you would have. On this side we don't have a dumpy level. So there's a couple of ways which you can go about it. Then you can either dig a trench all the way, put a spirit level and see if you have enough level, if you have enough gradient, or you can raise the level. This is a Boere dumpy level that we've made here. So we have a 1.8 meter stick on the one side, we have a 1.8 meter stick on the other side. This is on top of the drainage point here, the main line. That one is on top of the toilet point that we have on that side. So we've put it on here now, and power, we can see that we don't have enough fall on this side. We don't have enough. It has some slope, but not enough for a sewage waste. We probably need more than 5 degrees of slope. So we've digged another hole on that side. And we're going to give that a try. We're going to see if we can reroute the line diagonally through this parking lot and get the waste on that side. So stay tuned, let's see. Okay, so looking at the other side of the main line, the main line is coming here behind the house, going towards this way, so it's sloping this way. We have a site that slopes upward, and this line that slopes to the corner. So this is the lowest point on the site that we have. So it would be the easiest way to join up here. We're going to take a line from that side. As you can see the line here behind me, I don't know if you can see the level line that we have here. It's just a displaced line of what we will have underground. So this simulates how the drain pipe would look, but only a meter, 1.8 meters higher than it's going to be. So what's going to happen is this exact line is we'll dig a trench here around 1.8 meters deep here, and then it will lift up till that end where we are basically above ground to connect to the toilet. So that is the method that you can use if you don't have a dumpy level on site to determine some levels. Have a look there, power. How's it looking? It's looking all right. We have some slope. Okay. And how deep are we there? Are we? Okay, so that pole is 1.6. Okay. Okay, I think that's still good. That looks usable to me. Now we must only maybe get a better way to dig this trench, because we don't want to have laborers digging for 4 days or what. I think we'll just get a small TLB to dig this line. We've received a lot of questions about how do I drive and what happens with the vehicle, how does it work. Get in, let me show you, let me take you for a quick spin around. It's actually a very straightforward system. It's a push and pull system. I'm gonna put the car in park for a while. If you could see there at the pedals, when I push the lever, the brake goes in, and if I pull the lever, the throttle pushes. So it's actually a very basic thing. Let me show you how it is to drive. I've gotten quite used to it. I've been driving now this vehicle for about 4 months or so, since after the accident. But like anything, I think it becomes second nature quite fast. Get used to it. You guys will see in this week's video, Hennie will probably not be featuring as much. He has tested positive for COVID, so he's self-isolating, he's doing administrative tasks and so on from the house, sorting out everything via the cell phone and the laptop. So you will not be seeing much of him because we don't want to expose Marcel to him as well. So we'll do the rest of the week's communication and so forth electronically. We'll do the meetings, we'll do electronically. So sorry, you're gonna miss him this week. But yeah, so that makes it a bit more busy for me and Duppy because we have to get to everything. A few other things like the orders and things that Hennie normally does, or actually the shopping, we'll get that sorted and get those things delivered. There's not as much that we need at the moment because most of it has been done last week. Things that need to be on site need to be built in, tiles delivered, taps, sanitary ware, all of those things we've pre-ordered. So that's paying off at the moment because you can't do that. So I'm going to be showing you Thelma Street and the progress that we've made there. We're busy with a lot of finishings. We're doing outside tiles at the moment. We've been busy with a pergola at the back, as well as a braai area, as well as a pergola at the front. And then we're also busy with some balustrades inside the house. All of those bolt-on features that we put in the house, that gives the house a feeling and a style and a vibe. So those things are very important, the bolt-on features, bolt-on extras. So quite a lot of planning goes into it because we need to do it cost effective, and we need to do it fast, and we need to do it in-house. We don't want to get subcontractors for everything, for every piece of woodwork or every piece of steelwork that we do, because that just drives up the cost, and that's not the sensible thing to do when flipping houses. You need to keep the costs down. They climb very fast. So we're going to show you what we are busy with there, and let's hope it looks like progress from last week's video.
So can I offload the music tiles?
Yes, I think all of this is for you. I think you would notice from last week's video, you'll probably notice some changes has happened. I can only operate in this area because of all the stairs. So let me show you from my perspective the things that have happened. They're busy tiling on the outside veranda there. We'll get some B-roll to show you guys what I'm talking about. But they're busy tiling on the outside veranda. Some handrailings has gone up there. The same here, we've built industrial type of handrailing which will be painted. Tiling is basically finished here. Paint, we have first coats all around, and some spaces has a second coat already. Let's go reverse. Here we have outside tile that's gone in. I think it's looking very nice. We're working a lot on the outside. We've built a pergola that's here on top. Everything's still going to be stained. Here's one of the kitchen cabinets that's being primed. This will go into the kitchen, into the scullery area. We've managed to source a cabinet that we didn't have. We didn't have enough kitchen cabinets, and it being a wooden cabinet with a pattern, it's a bit difficult to find. So, a bit of a mission, but we found one. So that's working out well. Pergola on, dry area in, outside paint, everything like that's happening. I think, Marcel, maybe have a look if you can see the pergola in front. The edges, you don't really just want to end up with the front, or you want something that matches the rest of the house. So we've simulated this with the smaller pergola in front, and I think it should look the same color. Then going to the kitchen, as you can see as well here, everything's being primed. This is solid wood cabinets. We don't want to just take them out, throw them away, and put a melamine press wood in. So we repurpose these cabinets, we paint everything. They're going to get new hinges, new handles, then new countertops. The countertops will probably go in by end of next week, if I'm not mistaken. We have two nice big glass cabinets that are coming into this space. Then the cabinet that I've shown you that's outside, that's being primed, that'll go into this space, fit into a double zinc. We'll have some fridge space on the side there, and here we'll have space for washing machine as well as a dishwasher or tumble dryer, whichever you like, with another top there as well. This is one of the next areas that will be tiled. It's a bit of a courtyard, but an elevated courtyard, so it might be a nice space. Sit in the morning, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea. You have a bit of a view from here. All of this will be tiled. There will be a tile coating all around the edge of the wall. So I think it's maybe a bit of an understated nice to have that we're putting in here. So with this balustrading, we're doing the same as we did with the other one. We're going to get in some cross braces. It will be painted black. I think it will accentuate the ceiling very nice, but also the black features as well as the fireplace. We applied these bricks, but they're going to become a feature wall, so it's going to be a different color, probably a charcoal grey type of color. So all of the tiles are in here, the bathroom and the kitchen on top are very close to finished. We'll give you some detail on that as well. And then let's have a look in the main bathroom. We've put in a cabinet order for the main bedroom as well as the main bathroom, so that these doors that will come on here, with another new top as well together with the kitchen. And then we'll have a small top here on the side for a small dresser, makeup station type of thing. Then as you come in here, you'll see the nice dark tiles that we put in this massive shower. It's a massive walk-in shower with a skylight. The ceiling still needs to be done. We're going to do black trims and then white ceiling with all new downlights and everything in here. I think the space is turning out, it's really shaping out to be a very nice space. Let me quickly show you here in the main bedroom. This will be the main bedroom. The cabinets will keep the skeleton of the cabinet, We'll just give it some new slap-on panels on the side, as well as some new doors with new hinges and new handles as well. So I think it's turning out to, so the house is really panning out nice. We have a nice space for a double bed. This is quite a big and spacious room. Plugs on the side of the bed, and it will be living out here to a small garden and with massive sliding doors to the open area. So it still needs a bit of makeup, if I can call it that, but I think it's really coming together. We've started a new section on the Bigpond videos. That's where we introduce some of the workers or some of the people that you normally see in our videos, like last week where we introduced Duplessis Maria to you. So we're working a lot with these guys. We have site foremen. We're speaking to them every day. We're communicating with them the whole time. So we thought it might be a good idea to introduce them to you guys, and so that you know a bit more of their background and their story, and how they came to working for us. So firstly, we have a site foreman here from quite a while back. You've been working for us quite a while, but we'll get into that. So please introduce yourself to us, and name, surname, where do you come from?
Okay, my name is Aaron Jas. I come from Hamaskral. I started to work here by Bigpond at 2012. Now
2012.
Yeah, now
I remember the first job where we got you, because that's when the company started.
Yes.
Can you remember what job it was that we first got you at?
Yes, I still remember, because I started to work with the plus. Just I'm doing I'm working with
some farm work.
Some farm works. And then I removed there, I'm coming here at Pretoria. When I come here, I start to work with the garden works and...
You were doing a bit of painting work, freelance work. Yeah, I remember.
Yes.
But that's at that stadium, that's when we met you.
Yes.
And I remember one of the first projects that we got, it was a small project painting a billboard.
Yes.
And it was a project on heights. I think it was maybe 6 meters high. That you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I still remember.
So that was the first time that you worked for us.
Yes, it was.
And I think we had some gaps in between where you got another job, but it was only small spaces.
Small spaces. Yes.
So basically, it's been 8 years that you've been working for us.
Yes.
That's quite a long time. Okay. Tell us a bit more about your current job description. What are the things that are expected for you to do on this site and for Bigpond?
Yes, here I'm doing a lot of works. I'm doing the building with the rocks, building with the bricks, and then can do painting also, can do ceiling works, can do paving works, can do...
Yeah, so the main thing is you are skilled in a lot of things.
Yes.
You can do a lot of things, and that's why you are the site foreman.
Yes.
So nowadays, you don't do much of those things, né?
Yes.
You are the man who we communicate with. You're actually Afrikaans.
Yes.
We actually speak Afrikaans to you because how many languages do you speak?
I think it's got 7 languages we speak.
7 languages.
Yes.
And Afrikaans is one of them, and English is one of them as well.
Yes.
So, but the preferred language that we speak to Aaron with is Afrikaans, because he knows Afrikaans very well.
Yes.
So it's a bit of a push to get this interview done in English. So excuse us if it's a bit difficult, but I think you are doing very well. Okay.
Yes.
So, but because you are skilled in a lot of sections, building, plumbing, plastering, painting, all of that, you have a good eye for detail, so you can help us oversee the jobs and see that the people are doing it right. So nowadays you're not doing most of those things. You're just site foreman mostly, ne?
Yes.
Do you enjoy that more than doing the rest of the work?
Yes, I enjoy because I learned something. When you do the guys, when you do something, even me, when you look, I will get the skill there when you do that things.
Okay, now that's good. What can you tell me that's interesting about you? Something that I don't know.
Okay, I can introduce you. I can make the carpentering to make the carpenter animal things. Can make it.
So you can make that animal sculptures out of wood.
Yes.
So that is also one of your previous jobs that you have done.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What else? What some of your hobbies or some sports or?
You can make it. You can play the volleyball.
Volleyball.
Yes.
That is very interesting. Not soccer.
Nah, soccer, not too much soccer, but only volleyball is that one.
Okay. No, that's very interesting.
At the school.
That's very interesting to see. Okay, so tell me, just to wrap up, what is your plans for the future? What do you see going further with Bigpond in the future, maybe the next 5 years or so?
Still thinking about your wife and children must grow nice when I'm still working, maybe can get the right future for him.
Okay, so you just want to get a bit of financial stability,
Yes.
keep a good job, and just be able to send some money home.
Yes.
No, that sounds like a great plan. Thanks for having this interview with us, Aaron. I think the people are a bit more educated about you, and now they will know who we are speaking about when we say we are calling Aaron.
Yes, my name is Aaron, just come from Amaskral, so I think maybe when you see me, you can greet me.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
So basically we're on our way to Chamberlain's now, and we have to buy a couple of things for both of the sites. I think for the Levels house we have to buy a few bags of tile cement and some painting stuff, and then for Eleanor we have to buy some electrical appliances. So we're gonna go to, I think, Chamberlain's is the best option, and then I'm gonna get the stuff for both of the sites. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up the tile cement there around the corner, and just like always they asked me where I parked my bakkie, and I said I parked my bakkie right here. So yeah, and I'm gonna take my Italian bakkie around the corner, get tile cement and conduit, and drop it off at both of the sites.
So it is the end of week 7. As you would have seen in the video, I was not on it that much. I was actually working from home and self-isolating because I tested positive for the C word, the one that should not be said on YouTube because then they take down your videos. So I worked from home. I caught up on a lot of admin. I am in good state. I'm not feeling bad or feeling down or anything like that. I had a little bit like flu-like symptoms, a bit of a stuffy nose, that type of thing. But except for that, not drinking beer. I also lost my taste, so no beer today. It's basically the same whether I'm drinking sparkling water or beer. Leroux, maybe you want to tell us what is happening on the sites?
Yeah, sure, thanks. Let me do that. Yeah, so with Hennie being absent, well, he's here, but he's not really here. We have made a lot of progress. He's very critical on the finishings that we need, but I'm only joking. We communicate over the phone. Everything is done. I send him videos. He sends me videos. We communicate like that around the finishings on the site and the progress that we make. So yeah, we're making a lot of progress, especially at Thelma. The reason for that being is we're at a stage where it's finishings. We're doing ceilings, we're doing hand railings, we're doing pergolas. So we're really doing the makeup of the house, the things that you bolt on that give the house a look and a feel. So yeah, the hand railings, they're tiling the copings, they're tiling all the stairs. So those are really tangible finishes that you can see and feel, and they give a design aspect to their house. On Eleanor's site, we are also making a lot of good progress. That house is between 2 weeks and a month behind this house. And that's normally how we schedule it, so that we don't have similar aspects of the building process happening at the same time. So on that side, we've been doing some trenching work again. That's for the piping main lines and so on. And we're starting to tile there from one side. So most of the plumbing is finished. Most of the electrical is finished. Again, it's some boring work that happens inside of the wall. Then we need to patch that up before we can paint. But as I said earlier, the tiling is starting to happen, and after the tiling, the paint's going onto the walls, and then it will really take shape very fast. We haven't set a deadline for that site yet, but it will probably be around a month or so after Thelma Street. So yeah, you are now caught up with the progress on the site. Hennie, from your side?
So as Leroux said, we are moving along swiftly with Thelma Street, and Thelma will be hitting the market on the launch night, Tuesday 29 June. We already told you guys this, but if you haven't heard yet, launch night is 29 June. As we also said in a previous video, we really need furniture for this house. We would really love to collab with a furniture maker or a reseller or even a furniture brand to market at our show house and basically use this as a showroom. We will give you some great social media coverage, and yeah, have a chat to us, send us a DM if you are interested in showcasing your products at our open house. Not products, furniture, staging your furniture in our open house. Then we are also looking for an artist. We have space for some great art. That can be photography, it can be visual art, drawings, paintings, whatever. We have some really nice spaces in the Thelma house for art. If you are an artist and you would like to display some printed works or painted works at our show house, please also speak to us. I think that's a quick wrap from me for this week. Yeah, even though I'm quarantining, everything is good. Everything is looking great at the site from what I've seen on video. That's the end of week 7. Cheers!
Cheers! Yeah, so due to Hennie being sick with the C word, no beer for me today. I'm very, very busy on the sites, running up and down. Well, not literally, but having to go from space to space. And yeah, we are making a lot of progress. Stay tuned, keep watching, hit the like button, subscribe, share, and we'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching.